Wagwan peeps, it's Venom, what you saying? Alongside my home slice, damn me to the Zane. When she and I get together on the poddy, ask anybody, the vibes are insane.
Join our family and feel free to come by. We on Apple Podcast and Spotify.
Yeah.
New drop on the way every Monday at 6.
Tune in and come see what we unpick. Hello and welcome to another episode of Unpicked. As you can see, we already started the episode, but thank you for joining us. I go by the name of Venom. This is my home slice, the one and only Dammy to the Zane.
Hey, hello, hi peeps.
That's the one, and we are the Unpicked podcast. Today we got another fun episode for you. We're going to talk about loads of stuff. We're going to talk about, well, the main topic is going to be about if it's okay to date someone a friend of yours dated in the past. Oop. But before we get into that, we're going to talk about the Standardised UK look. We're going to talk about, well, I'm going to throw in Carol Vorderman. We're going to talk about Riri and a halftime show at the Super Bowl. But before we get into that, Dammy's going to hit me with the this or that questions because it's her turn this week. I'm in the hot seat. So, yeah, let's take it away.
This week's this or that theme is called Pick Your Ick. See what I did there?
Okay. I like that.
Pick your
like
ick. Yeah?
Could be a theme, could be a ongoing, but carry on.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I like that. I like that.
You can steal it if you want for next week.
I like that.
All right? Pick your ick.
Okay.
You ready, yeah?
Okay.
Numero uno. Wears excessive makeup or has done a lot of plastic surgery.
Right. I'm picking my icks. I'm picking the one that's worse for me.
No,
This is the one that I don't
no.
want.
It's pick the ick. You're not picking the worst one. These are things that I've seen in the past on ick lists on social media, right? And I've tried to pick the two for each round that I feel might be a bit sticky for you to pick. But you have to build your girl, basically.
So I'm picking who, okay.
The one that you can stand, the one that you would prefer to have. Yeah. So she's gonna have an ick regardless.
Yeah.
But you're gonna pick your ick. You see? Pick your
Got
ick.
ya.
Right?
Got ya.
Cool.
Got it.
Right. So numero uno. Wears excessive makeup or has done a lot of plastic surgery.
Makeup.
Every day. She wakes up before you. She's taking it on. You've never seen her without it.
Yeah, I'm not going with plastic surgery. There's no way.
What? Not even a little BBL and a boob job.
First of all, if it's a little BBL, what's the point? But no. Maybe if it was only a boob job.
No, excessive. Meaning like she's had lipo.
Yeah.
Like she's had all sorts of.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And she got a little restructuring in the face.
New nose, boob job,
jawline,
BBL. Like nothing on her is real at this point.
Nah.
All right.
It's the makeup. I'm down with the makeup.
All right, cool. Numero dos. Yeah.
Lies
Lies a lot.
The same language, yeah?
Gotta be consistent. Yeah. So, lies a lot or steals.
Yeah, I think it's a teeth.
You're gonna pick a teeth.
I'm going with a teeth. Yeah.
Wow. She can steal from you, Are you sure?
I know. It's a risk, but
those that steal can kill. You know that?
Mad.
All right. Numero.
That's a mad elevation,
That's what my mom used to say. Those that steal can kill. She used to say it as a way to try and deter us. It worked.
From stealing.
Yeah. Numero tres. Yeah. Uno, dos, tres. Yeah. Right. It's phobic of things that infringe people's rights, i.e. homophobic. All them things there.
Yeah.
Or is the biggest men are trash advocate to the point where she talks to you about how you, because you are also a man, are trash all the time. Pick.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be the phobist. Yeah. Straight up. He said, pick my ick up, pick them.
God damn, golly.
Because imagine, this is me. I'm going to be listening to it every day.
This girl
Yappa, yappa,
this
yappa.
girl doesn't sound it, you know. I'm not gonna lie. She wears excessive makeup. She steals. And
Your teeth in Ross.
she's phobic of people's rights.
Mm.
There you have it, guys. Venom just picked his icks.
I reckon she looks peng though.
I mean, if she's wearing excessive makeup like that.
Excessive. I didn't have a better option. The plastic surgery. Sorry, if you have plastic surgery like that, I'm not saying anything about your personal choices. I'm just saying I wouldn't choose.
What are you talking about? I've had plastic surgery. I got a boob job and a BBL.
Yeah, good for you.
I really didn't.
I like that for you. That's amazing for you. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, the people who are doing the most, the people who are doing the BBLs the most are not even black people. So they are designing black bottoms. It's nice enough. That's why some of them just be looking mad. That's why people be coming out and the thighs don't match, because
my thighs
people
will
don't
match.
even understand.
I've got chunky thighs, so it would have been fine.
But speaking of BBLs and chunky thighs, did you see that that one black girl dancing with the mad hips?
Yeah,
she out here looking like
Was
Dexter's
that real?
mum. Yeah, that was real BBL, but
she must have been South
She made
African.
sure that the thighs matched.
Oh no, it was a BBL. Oh, okay.
Oh no, I thought it was BBL. It's definitely BBL. Sorry, when you said "is it real," I thought you meant is
is it real?
Was
or
it
is
a real BBL?
Is it real? Or is it a BBL?
That's a BBL.
If it was real, I could believe it, because them South African chicks, they.
Yeah, if I still think she's South African, but
she didn't need to do that. Real. She's South African.
You know.
Mm-mm.
The way their bottoms are blessed, it's ridiculous.
I don't even want a Brazilian butt lift. I want the South African thing. That's what I want.
Exactly. It's even an insult to be calling it BBL.
Wow.
It should be SAL.
I lie? Because them girls are blessed. God.
They've got heavy back, you know?
Even when they're big, do you know what I mean? Like, even when they're like plus size, yeah, it's still in that shit.
The back is still defined. No, this is back.
It's like... You know,
and it starts going up first.
Yeah.
Thank you. It starts going up first.
It's like this. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. It's like the top and the bottom's like, you know.
You know, like, when ladies tie the babies around them with the wrap. When it's them SA women, they got the fully got a seat.
Just sit on it like. Just sit on it like, okay.
Literally, boy. Love that. Love that.
Man, God. Every week, there's been a new black girl discussion on TikTok, and I'm getting tired of it, yeah? The last one was something to do with how this black girl put something up, a TikTok video up, talking about how is she pretty, or has she just got curly hair and light skinned? And then of course that brought up the whole colorism conversation, dark skinned girls versus mixed girls and all that jazz. And then literally a week later, a good solid 7 days and 7 nights later, there was another debate about how and I think it was more to do with the natural hair community versus the girls that wear weaves, wigs and all that. And they were saying that in the UK there is a standardized black girl look. Yes, I fall into the standardized black girl look category and I don't care. But yeah, there was a big conversation about that, about how, you know, this standardized look, all the girls are looking the same, and it's putting a lot of pressure on the younger black girls because this standardized look is not cheap. It's very expensive. Weave is expensive. Getting the hair installed is expensive. Makeup is expensive. Getting your lashes done, nails done, expensive. I mean, not just, I'm pretty sure like 3 weeks ago or whatever, 4 weeks ago now, there was also the discussion about black girls spending £1,500 a week, a month on maintenance. And if you're not spending that, then you're just not that girl, right? So there's been ridiculous. I mean, if you're spending that much money on maintenance every month, then
How much money are you
it's not even
making?
about how much money you're making. That's making me question whether you're naturally pretty. Like, what's going on?
Oh, that's out the window for me anyway. But yeah.
That's what's going on. It's not that. It's never that deep. But anyway, so yeah, I wanted to bring that conversation to the table because I refused to comment on it when I was watching on my personal TikTok, and I thought it might be a good conversation, especially hearing a man's perspective,
Mm.
about it. So yeah, what are you thinking? What are you saying?
That's kind. I feel like this is something that we touched on time ago. Offline
Yeah, definitely.
when we were just
Must have,
talking.
yeah.
I've um I've always, well, not been been an advocate for girls being as natural as possible
Mm,
because of the effects it has on everybody around them. And I get it that there's an aesthetic that black girls are going after.
mm-hmm.
I get that part, and everybody should be free to do whatever they want. But it is, I do feel so sorry when I see even the young people that I work with, when I see some of them like becoming women and then sort of adopting some of these
Mm,
aesthetics because
mm,
they think that that is becoming a woman.
mm.
It's it's challenging, man, and it just makes it so tough, not just for the girls but for the guys as well, because it encourages guys to view women in a certain way and find a certain aesthetic attractive, which then reinforces itself as well.
I think that the aesthetic has always been there. As a woman, I remember when I was in school and braids wasn't it. Natural hair
Mm.
wasn't it. Sorry, so much so that I I mean my hair's I've got really thick hair. I think there's one episode where I've had my afro out before. So you lots can see that I've got thick hair. But my mum couldn't handle it. She didn't know how to look after my hair, actually. So she just relaxed it. So
Yeah.
I must have been about, I wasn't even 10 when my hair was relaxed. And I never knew what my natural curl pattern was. I just knew that my hair would be chemically straightened every 2 months or whatever. And then when I got older, I just identified, I saw it as, well, when I've got my hair, when my regrowth comes out, it's just too difficult to deal with. It's not slick, it's not
Mm-hmm.
neat.
Mm.
So I'm gonna carry on straightening it. And I carried on straightening my hair till my late, well, I can't really call it late 20s, mid to late 20s. Then I stopped. And then I was like, right, I want to know what I want to know what my hair actually looks like.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
even then, to make that decision, I was umming and ahhing, and I used to like wait months between relaxing my hair anyway. So it was like, what's the point of relaxing it if you're gonna wait 6 months? You're relaxing your hair twice a
Yeah, to
year.
let so much grow out.
You're pretty much like halfway natural. Just do it, right? So I did. And I also did it because it was a fashion. And this is my perspective on the whole thing, right? The whole standardized look of having straight hair, whether that's with weave or not, having your nails done, having your lashes done, doing your makeup. Makeup trends have come and gone and changed, but all of those things that I've
Mm-hmm.
just listed have always been there from when I was in school, from a long time ago. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. And
Mm.
it's always been that straight, more westernized look versus actual what is considered the black look, which, or more in line with your natural self, which is the braids, the twists, the dreads, the fro. And it's always been those two looks, those two um
Schools
schools
of
of looks
appearance. Yeah, yeah,
against
yeah,
each
yeah.
other.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm.
I remember being relaxed, and naturalistas, the natural hair community, making girls with straightened hair feel bad for being black
Mm.
with relaxed hair. And then I also
Yeah.
remember, which is probably what they're talking about now, natural girls feeling bad or being made to feel bad because they're not fitting into this standardized black girl look in the UK. But it's always been like literally ping pong between the two schools of looks for the last however many decades. So to me, I feel like I understand both sides of the coin, but I also feel like as a black woman, we should be celebrating the fact that we can do whatever we like. We have so much um variety, like, and this is what I was talking about before when I said I love changing how I look. I love the fact that I can be a naturalista today and then be a middle part and bust down baddie the next. I can pull off both looks, and I base my looks on how I'm feeling. Girls get moved to differently based on their hair as well and their look as well. So the type of guys that approach me when I've got braids and natural hair is completely different to the guys that approach me when I look like this. And I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
as a community, we can, the whole conversation around which is better and everyone's looking the same kind of needs to be scrapped. People also need to remember the reason behind looking this way. So I come from a corporate background. I am a corporate baddie, and those people that work in the corporate world know that braids and stuff like that is somewhat looked down upon. You're considered as messy, you're considered as unprofessional when you come to work like that. I remember when I first came out of uni and I was going for my first proper job, straight out of uni, and I went through an agency and they said to me, make sure you've got straight hair, make sure that you don't wear too much makeup, make sure that you don't have bright colors, like, do you know what I mean? Things like that. Like, they made
Yeah,
it very
yeah.
clear what I was and wasn't allowed to wear, how I couldn't look in order for me to come across as serious and fit into the corporate world. So that's that, not to even speak of all the other reasons why the more straight, middle part and bust down or side part, whatever it is, weave, whatever, is considered as more standardized. At the end of the day, we're living in a Western world and we've all been conditioned to believe that the more Western looks are more attractive. And that is what's at the core of it. I think people should just do what you feel comfortable with. If you're someone like me that enjoys being able to express themselves depending on how they feel, do that. If you're comfortable doing the bust down middle part, corporate baddie, whatever look, do that. If you're cool to have your natural hair, do that. Just do what works for you. But as a community, we kind of need to stop having these debates because I think it's dumb.
I think that the crux of that conversation is that there's literally a standardized look, as in not a standardized way of being. So the fact that you have lashes and a weave or a wig, I don't think that necessarily means that you are 100% conforming to the look. But when someone says that, I have an exact look for a girl, maybe 16 to 24. Like, there's like a window of a young black girl and this one particular look that not they all, but a lot of them have, to the point where you can say, oh, it's standardized, because you know exactly what it entails. It was kind of like when HD eyebrows first became a thing. And I remember seeing some girls walk past. I was like, "What
So
the
this is my
hell is
point. This
going
is
on
why
your
I'm
face?"
saying that
But
these looks, sorry, like I'm telling you, these things have been around for the longest time. When my grandma, I've seen pictures of my grandma in the 50,
not with HD eyebrows.
50s, 60s, painted eyebrows. These things have been there from way back. They're fashion trends that come and go. Right
Yeah,
now,
makeup.
right
Yeah,
now,
makeup
the
for
right
women. Yeah,
now,
of course.
yeah, right now, it's the middle part or whatever it is that these girls are talking about on TikTok. Back in the day, it might have been everyone liked that big bouncy Brazilian weave type of hairstyle. Things change, and I think that the whole point of it being a trend is so that it becomes standardized. You could argue that a BBL is standardized now. Do you know what I
Yeah, that's
mean?
a
You can
standardized
argue
look,
that a
100%.
bodycon dress on a girl is standardized right now. You could argue there was a time when everyone had the Omarion cane rolls, the guys. They all had the
Yeah, yeah,
fade
I
with the
even had it. Oh no,
that
not
was
that
a
one. I had like
standardized
the
look.
plait at the front, and then it becomes the single
Okay, but
plaits
you
at the
had an
back.
Omarion hairstyle.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah, of
then.
course.
It's a
But yeah, but
trend. You know what I
yeah, no, no,
mean?
but trends are different to standardized, because what you expressed when you was just talking about your looks
Hmm.
was a variety of
Yeah.
looks from both the natural side and the synthetic side. But the
This hair's real,
problem,
babes. It's not synthetic, but okay, go on.
when I say synthetic, it's more the theme, not the
I hear it. I
actual
hear
hair
it. I
itself.
hear it. But still.
But what I guess is being brought up in that discussion
Mm.
is that there's a heavy emphasis on people conforming to this synthetic look. It's basically it's celebrating a look that you have to acquire. You can't achieve this naturally. And that to me is problematic because it's not celebrating people as they come. Like black girls as they are when they wake up, that's not being celebrated. And with the natural hair
It is being
community,
celebrated.
because different natural hairs, or rather black girls' hair naturally is so diverse, just that alone breeds a lot of different hairstyles
Mm-hmm.
and less of a standard, because one girl's hair might be too curly to do that, but she'll do this. One girl might be like, you know what,
No, it
this is
doesn't work like that.
unmanageable. I want to do
No, it doesn't
dreads.
work like
No, no,
that.
no, it
It
does.
doesn't.
Everybody's hair is
It doesn't.
different.
Everyone's hair is different, but when you're
Yeah,
in the
I don't see
natural,
all natural
when you're
girls
in the
doing the same
natural hair,
thing.
as a natural hair, for someone in the natural hair community, even someone
Hmm.
with looser curls than me can still achieve the same sort of hairstyles. It's just the way you manipulate your hair. So I don't
Hmm.
entirely agree with that, but I do agree with the fact that there is a bit there's more individualism within the natural hair community
Yeah,
because of the fact that our hair textures are different, and everything.
indeed.
And I do agree with that point. But I remember, especially from I would say like 2008, I feel like I started to feel it 2008. There was a surge of, as a black girl, why are you not natural? To the point where girls with perms or relaxers had to start justifying, yeah, I know, but my hair's still healthy. Oh my god, you're still using the creamy crack. Judgment. Oh my god, that's not healthy. Da, 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 your hair's gonna break. Da, 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 da. Listen, we don't. What I'm trying to say is like, yes, I just think people should have the autonomy and the right to decide what side they want to be on, or if they want to be dibble dabbling in all of it, depending on how they feel. I don't think the
Hmm.
natural community should be looking at turning their nose up or down at the girls that decide to wear a weave, and to do a full face of makeup. Bearing in mind that just because you have natural hair doesn't mean you don't do makeup. Yeah, so the spectrum is so wide, but
Yeah,
and
yeah, of
even the
course.
other way, there's girls that do the lashes, the nails, and they wear the weaves or wear the wigs, but they don't wear makeup. So they go around saying, all I need to do is wear lashes and Vaseline and I'm good. So to them, they're
Hmm. Hmm.
natural because because yeah, they've decided to put hair extensions on and do nails and lashes, but to them, they're not wearing makeup, so therefore they're natural. So where did they sit
Hmm.
on this? So this is what I'm saying by I get the conversation around, the original conversation was these black girls are starting to look the same because we all have the
Hmm.
same style. But that's how trends work. People see a trend and they're like, "Oh, I kind of like that trend. I want to jump on it." At one point, braids was a trend. Every summer, braids become a trend. Either doing twists becomes a trend. Faux locks becomes a trend. The lock community even became a trend. I nearly fell into that myself. Do you see what I'm saying? And all of
Hmm.
those things are considered natural, right? So I think there's a fine line, and we have to take into consideration that trends do lead to this whole there's a standardized look. The problem with the weaves and all that is it does cost money to maintain. And if you're a younger girl who's not working or you're not making that kind of peas and you're coming on TikTok and you're hearing one girl who supposedly is able to afford £1,500 worth of maintenance every month, which includes her hair, which includes buying the hair,
Hmm.
which includes the lashes, which includes the makeup, which includes the nails and all that business, then yeah, you might feel inclined to feel pressured, especially if you're into that. And let's not even forget the fact that, like I said, the type of guy that you attract when you look a certain way is different. And if your type is the type
Hmm.
that likes that look, then I can see why some girls might fall into the habit of, you know what, I need to look like that all the time. Right. But nonetheless, I don't think there should be pressures from either side of the coin. Girls, you are a baddie, whether you wear your natural hair or not, whether you wear makeup or not, whether you do your lashes or not, whether you wear strip lashes or not, whether you do your nails or not, you're a baddie. Do what you feel comfortable in. The moment it becomes a problem is when you start to feel pressurized to conform to the status quo, whether that be everyone wants to be natural now, so you have to fall in line and be natural, stop relaxing your hair, or it's everybody's wearing a weave, fall in line, you must wear a weave. Either way, it's dangerous when you're forced to do something that you don't want to do, period.
Your answer is a very pure answer. It's a very beautiful
Thank you.
answer. But the reality is that people are actively working on the black community as a form of commerce, and you can't sell as much or generate as much income
That's a lie.
from no from selling products to natural hair black girls as you can to
That's a
girls
lie.
who are doing other things. No, you can make a lot more money
From natural
selling
hair, you
weaves.
can make so much money from.
You can make a lot of money from natural
100%.
hair,
Do you
but
know?
but you can also miss
No,
a
no,
lot
no,
of
no, no, no,
money.
no, 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 no. That's where you're wrong, because they actually capitalized on the natural hair community to the point where most of the products that natural girls use were not even made from the black community; they were made by white people.
That's the same
Black.
that's the same with the non.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Natural hair products is flipping expensive. It's cheaper to just get a relaxer and some pink hair moisturizer and keep it moving than to buy all these oils, elixirs, conditioners, co-wash, shampoo, curling gel, all sorts of different hair slickers. Trust me, even the tools to maintain. The natural hair community is flipping expensive. You go to a natural hair girl and ask her how much money she's spending on her hair. She's going to tell you she's spending a lot of money. They capitalize on that just as much as they do with the weaves. The difference is, though, is black people started selling weaves. Black people started installing weaves and increasing the prices on that. And now people that do braids are also, remember, braids is for the natural girls. Braids and all that is also costing an arm and a leg. In certain parts of the world, like in America, people are spending like $900 to do braids. $900 to do braids, my G. And some people are spending just as much as that to install a weave. So it's.
But then at the same time, people are learning how to do their own.
Not everyone can do their own hair. That's what I'm saying from a man's perspective.
No, I'm aware. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying from a man's perspective. It's easy to look.
More people would be able to.
I'm saying
if they didn't subscribe to the others.
I'm saying more people will be able to install their own weaves, just the same.
Yeah.
Right. As doing braids and stuff like that. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be uplifting each other. We shouldn't be trying to prove which side
it's
is
definitely
better.
not a fight thing. It's definitely not
online,
a fight thing.
But these girls were really like, you had the natural hair girl saying one thing. It's like, right, girls, like, listen, you should be so happy and proud that we can be so versatile. That's why these Caucasians look at us with awe. They look at our hair with awe. That's why they want to feel it up, touch it up and everything. Because they can't do half that we could do with our hair. Sorry for my language. They can't. And we should be proud of the fact that we can decide how we want to look. We can shift and change, and it's amazing. I think we should be proud of that, and we shouldn't be trying to talk.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Period.
Period. Period. Period. No, I'm not gonna.
That's it.
Period.
I actually thought she was simple. You know, she's not. She's just like taking the piss out of black people.
I know.
I thought she was like mad simple.
Apparently, she even made people believe that she had a record deal and she didn't. It's a scam.
I know she didn't have no damn record deal. No record label dumb enough to sign that.
If they signed that, they better be signing me. Period.
Jeez.
Period. They should make Carol Vorderman's body the standardized UK look, because that body is. Mwah.
Yeah, if all 61-year-olds was walking around with bodies like that, sorry, if all 61-year-old white women were walking around with bodies like that.
Can I just say, it's a misconception that white women can't have that shape. I know, like, the Irish can sometimes have that sort of shape. It's not unusual for a white woman to have small waist, big hips, and a booty like that. I've seen quite a few that are naturally like that.
I've seen Bear on cartoons like Miss Incredible. No,
I've seen
and
real
Dexter's
ones,
mum.
And it's real. It's not went to the gym and whatever, and whatever it is that these girls do these days. White people can have a big bum and big hips, wide hips, and small waist. It's not. It's just that black people have it more. That's the only thing.
You're talking about English though, because I don't disagree with that about white people.
No. English, yeah.
Spanish,
yeah, English,
and Greek,
yeah, English. It's just that for them, it's more fashionable to be skinny. The whole, cankles.
I don't know,
Have you seen an English girl with cankles?
Oh,
more time if they've got cankles, more time they got thick thighs.
They got a back
and a back. Am I lying? Tell me if I'm lying. Am I lying?
Yeah, but the proportions that
it's mad.
See that
when they have
the reason why the BBL is such a sought after physique echoing from the real girls who are shaped like that is because the cancalinis ain't there. So then you got the out and it come back in. When them girls got them cankles, it's like a tree stump. The leg just.
It's just right, but you can't say that they don't have it.
Now they've
As soon as I
got
said,
the back,
as soon as I said cankles, you knew. Oh, I know where she's going with this. I know where she's going.
I've seen them ones. I've seen them ones.
Listen, there should be a survey on this. Have you got cankles? Do you also have a mad thigh,
a mad
back ratio, and small waist? Come and tell me that I'm lying. When they got cankles, they got the body to match.
Oh, the Super Bowl. I mean, it all leaked. I don't know if it was meant to leak like this, but it all leaked out anyway. Rihanna has been low key, high key confirmed as being the person to perform at the next Super Bowl, which will be in February 2023.
Wasn't it Rihanna that released it though? Because she put a picture up of like a.
So it leaked first, and then she confirmed it with that post.
Oh, okay. I've seen.
So like the NFL were in conversation with Jay-Z and Rock Nation.
People are cruel online, you know. People are very wicked. Because the amount of memes that I've seen about Rihanna's got to go rehearse. She's got to go learn her lyrics again.
Yeah, learning the lyrics.
I saw one. The girl was like, "This is Rihanna performing at the Super Bowl," and it was just her. It was just her. It was just the backing track, and she was just like kept missing the point where she needs to start singing because she forgot her lyrics. And I was like, "You lot are wicked, you know. This girl."
But no. But she deserves it because she's been teasing like a new album for a long time, and she has not delivered anything.
All I have to say,
just saw memes of her and Fenty products in the NFL crowd.
All I have to say is this album needs to be fire because you've made us wait for this album. It better bang. Do not disappoint me. Do not do a Beyonce. What she
gives you. That's what I was about to say.
I will be angry.
That is exactly what I was about to say. What she drops a house thing like Drake and
don't do it.
Drake and Beyonce.
Don't talk about Drake like that. Behave.
He dropped a house thing. I said, what if she drops a house thing? Did I lie?
But okay, cool. I thought you were trying to say that. Yeah, sorry. My bad. But Rihanna's done a house. Rihanna's done house before, and she did it very well. So if she does a house thing, I believe in the source. But she just better not disappoint us because I will be very mad.
I don't want no house.
I will stop wearing your makeup. No.
So you are of the belief that we will get a new album before February?
I am not gonna believe anything till I see it because Rihanna has been promising us things. Like how some of these black guys will be promising us heaven and earth and produce nothing. So no. When I see the album, as in I see it on Spotify, I log on, they tell me Rihanna's released a new album and it's tracks I've never seen or heard before, I'll believe it. Until then, she's a tease. I
feel like she kind of has to. I just don't know when.
Can she still sing? Like, that's the question.
It's the winter. I reckon so.
Can she still? I mean, you know, she doesn't.
Because when she started, she couldn't sing that good.
I mean, she
got good.
She got good because she bamboozled us because she's a sexy girl.
No, she got good.
And good editing. I don't know if her vocal. Nah, her vocal.
She got good. I want to see her live. I want to see her live.
So did I. And it was still.
I don't know. I don't know what show you went to.
It's the nasal.
No.
It's nasal. Let's not pretend that Rihanna's a fantastic singer. No, she's a pop.
She is.
No. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not act like she got vocals for days. She ain't got vocal. No. She doesn't have vocal for days. No. She doesn't.
Damn it! Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
I will do that.
What?
And I'm doing that.
Are you saying that Rihanna can't sing?
I'm doing that. Rihanna can sing, yeah.
Yeah.
But let's not act like she's got vocals for days. She's doing all right, okay?
What?
She's doing all right. I'm expecting it to be nasally at the Super Bowl. And that's where I'm going to leave that right there. I love Rihanna. I do. I love her music. In the beginning, I didn't like her. But
that's me. I liked her, but not... My boy was on this thing. I said, bruv, relax, man.
I didn't think she was talented. I used to be really like, if you are not powerhouse. I don't think you're all that. That's what I used to be. But with
Okay,
Rihanna,
I hear that.
I became very attracted to Rihanna, and then my views changed. This is why I'm saying that Rihanna's attractive and it bamboozles you.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. No, same.
When
It's the same thing for me.
you think someone is attractive, all of
Yeah,
a sudden now, everything about
yeah.
them
It
is
sounds different. Yeah, it sounds different.
exactly
But with Rihanna,
because
the only reason why I didn't like her music was just because I thought she was a pop star, and it was a bit too commercial for me. It didn't
not me,
speak to
not
me
me because not
personally.
me because I love commercial music. Like for example, I liked Britney, I liked Christina Aguilera, and they were poppy.
Yeah, I don't know. I like commercial for white people. I don't really like it on black. I don't know. To be honest.
Nah, I was cool. I was alright with it. So you'll never catch Rihanna and Beyonce on the same track. It's not gonna happen. Beyonce will sing out of the water.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. Of course not. It's not that. It's not that.
But
It's not that.
do you know? I'm about to say something crazy. Yeah, the person that can actually sing with Rihanna is Thames, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've got Thames.
They've got a very similar vibe without doing the same thing.
Similar vibe. Similar vibe. And don't shoot me, but I don't think that Thames's voice is all that personally.
Oh Lord, wait a minute. Damilola.
I love her. I love her vibe, her songs. I love her songs, but I'm just talking about vocal ability and range. She's all right. She's all right. That's where it ends.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah. I'm a tough one to please.
You're actually just taking shots today. You're just out here with your machine gun. Just anybody can get it. Yeah. What the hell?
No.
Thames's range is it's a confusing one because I love her songs and I try and sing it and I'm like, wow, I am miles off.
One of my boys,
I can hit the notes. It's the quality.
One of my boys, shout out. He was like, whenever I hear Thames, I hear a Nigerian church singer and I can't unhear it. And that's probably why I don't think that Thames can sing.
Really?
Them lot, yeah, I love my people. But it's not everybody that should be singing in the choir. Ah, God. It's again very
when I
it's very head singing.
Nigerian,
it's very head singing.
When I think Nigerian church, I think of goat soca, they call it.
It's head singing. It's not from it's not from here. Do you know what I mean? It's not from here. It's not from the gods.
But I don't hear that with Thames.
I don't hear that with Thames.
She's too low.
No, I hear it with Thames. She's yeah. Come on, even me, I can't do.
Mad.
Come on,
mad.
I'm telling you, it's all here. It's here and here. No offense.
So, Dami to the Zane.
Yeah.
For the main topic this week, I wanted to unpick a predicament or scenario, which is this question: is it okay for you to date someone who one of your friends has previously dated in the past? And obviously it didn't work out, whatever. Your friend has moved on. They're maybe even in a relationship, maybe even married, maybe have kids. That is their past. Is it okay for you and this person to seek out happiness?
Listen, I'm a big believer that you shouldn't even let your boyfriend stop you from meeting your soulmate, you know? Don't let your boyfriend or your girlfriend stop you from meeting your husband or your wife, okay? Okay. Now I'm joking. Hey, what a question. For me personally, if you slept with any of my friends, it's a no for me, straight. I wouldn't be able to.
Really?
Yeah. More time.
Why
more time,
is that?
More time. You become unattractive to me straight away.
But what if you didn't know? Like, what if you
we're presuming me and my friends have the same taste, because more time my friends will show me someone, I'll be like,
yeah.
He's all right.
So maybe not what if you didn't know. What if they weren't sexually that intimate?
No sex.
Maybe they kissed and stuff.
Between them.
They just had emotional connection. They like, maybe they went out, maybe they were in school, maybe they were in college, maybe it was uni, but they just never got to the sex part. But what if there was maybe no sex?
It's a hard one, because it's a hard one because when do I find out?
Well, you have to find out before, you know what I mean?
Before what?
Before you decide to pursue this person.
And that's easy. Then I'll let them go. I can find someone else. It's not hard.
Really?
I haven't developed feelings for you.
So what?
Mm.
So if you okay,
I haven't developed feelings for you, and I will not struggle to meet somebody else. Hello.
yeah, but like, what if you're letting go of? Like, remember, this is a person from your friend's past. It didn't work with them and that person.
Yeah.
That was not their person. Because it was not their person,
but I don't
doesn't
need
mean
to
it's not
bother
your
stressing
person.
myself out with all of that, with all that wahala because we haven't pursued each other. That's why I asked you, at what stage do I find out about this? Is this like, because with me, I can switch off my feelings like that. If something's not making sense, no matter how much I like you, I might just be like, you know what, I'm good, thank you, and that's just how I operate. But if it's like we've developed feelings for each other, like we're in this quite deep now, and I find out that time ago you lot used to be or something, I'd have to really sit down and think about it. Like, how do I feel about that now?
Yeah.
No, it's the beginning stage. And I find out, yeah, that's all right. More time, I'm probably beginning staging with somebody else at the same time. You lost. I'm off. Got to keep it real. It's not easy in the game these days, You got to keep your options open and that. Till someone shows they're serious. Then you're like, okay, you know what?
But he's saying he's serious. He's showing he's serious.
So he's already pursuing me. I'm already like into it.
Yeah.
That's different from before anything. That's something.
Yeah, no, it's not
started.
like it's not like completely cold. It's just like you've identified that you find this person attractive. They find you attractive.
Just attraction,
and you know what I mean.
Just attraction.
Yeah, it's just genuine attraction. You've started maybe talking, and that's how you
just
now
attraction.
Know, oh, cool.
I can let that go. I can be attracted to anyone. I'm attracted to Drake. I mean, I got to be with him.
Of course.
Yeah. But if it's I've developed feelings now, that's when it gets difficult. Like, okay, I've got feelings.
I mean, men and women develop feelings, I guess, at different times. Because like,
I'm not even talking men and women. I'm talking about Dami Zayn. So I can find you
attractive.
Yeah,
in me answering that question.
Yeah.
Or maybe asking the question. Sorry.
Yeah, I might, because I might find you attractive, but have no feelings for you. The moment I have feelings for you, that's when it gets like, okay, like, am I willing to let them go and start all over again? I don't know.
Would you not like broach the friend?
Girl code, the answer is very simple. You don't go there. It's very black and white. So yeah, guys, thank you for listening to the episodes. Till next time. But I think in reality, there are nuances where there might be some allowances where allowances can be made. For example, secondary school, primary school, boyfriend and girlfriend wasn't nothing really serious. It was just like school time. Doesn't count. Stuff like that. I don't think I would be comfortable dating someone that my friend once had serious feelings for, whether they were sexually active or not.
But what if this same friend is now married? Like, are you deep in the...
It's very easy.
You know what I mean?
Just ask my friend, like, how you feel about it? You cool? Yeah? Cool.
But I mean, is that what you would do? That's all I'm not saying like that you have to. I'm just saying like, would you? This person is married. They're moved on. This is not their portion anymore.
Hey, this question you're asking me. I can't lie. I'm just like, but the type of person I am, it will be no.
Okay.
I don't like mixing my friends with my partner. I don't like I don't like the whole my friends and now your friends, and I don't like that. I like to keep it very separate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like to keep it.
That is.
I like to keep it separate.
Why do you like to keep it separate?
I keep my friends separate too. I've done the whole. I've got one click. It's very long. I prefer to have different friends, different types of friends, different places, and
Mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm.
hop between friendship groups. I'm one of
Yeah,
those
yeah,
hopper
yeah.
people. So I find it easy to have different types of cliques, different cliques. So it's easy for me
Mm.
to separate everything and everyone. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's very easy for me to separate my
Yeah,
partner from that.
definitely.
He'll know of them,
I'm.
they'll know of him and
Mm.
that, but all that you're doing tight friends with my man, it's not necessary. That's my man. Respect him, respect me, respect yourself. And I do the same. Like I don't get mad tight with my friends' partners. I don't do that. I keep like
Really?
reserved. Yeah, that's me.
I feel like I'm like
They can
the
have
complete
obviously. I've
opposite.
had friends where the partner had my number and like, but if you're ever messaging me, it's about my friend. If you're calling me, it's about my
Yeah,
friend
yeah.
in a positive way as well. Because you're not gonna call me to moan about my friend. That's not gonna
Mm.
run. You know what I'm
To be
saying?
fair, I've that's how close and mixed like we get. Like even one of my besties,
Mm.
my wife was complaining to her about me. Not in a
But
overbearing way, but yeah.
that bestie's a woman. See, that's completely different.
Why does that make a
That's
difference?
different. One of my boys, yeah,
Yeah.
I 100% had to make sure that I made sure that I was close to his girlfriend because I wanted his girlfriend to know that I'm not a threat. I'm not someone that you need to worry about. I'm not after your man. I'm
Hmm,
genuinely his
hmm,
friend,
hmm.
and I can be besties with you as much as I'm besties with him. Do you see what I'm saying? That's different. That's
Hmm.
completely different to my man is now trying to do because you're. First of all, I don't have a best friend anyway. I don't believe in that stuff. But one of my sister friends, one of the girls that I consider a sister, family, you can't be doing. I'm doing family with her like you're doing family with me. What for? There's no need. Even my own family, we don't do that. My
Hmm.
cousin, me and my cousin, she's like she's the closest thing I have to a best friend, cousin, sister, everything. To the point where we don't really consider ourselves as sisters, cousins. We consider ourselves as sisters.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
She's
yeah.
married. I've known the guy for I guess probably 7, 8, 9 years now, a long time. Because yeah,
Mm.
they were together for time. Like they were together as long as me and my ex were together, but they got married. Yeah, so I've known him a
Mm-hmm.
long time. Do we have each other's number? If I
Mm.
need something, I'm asking my cousin. Sis, can you let so and so know that? Can I? It's respect. It's just a respect thing.
Yeah, but I think I do keep respectful
Uh,
boundaries. Like I don't contact people that I don't need to
yeah.
contact, but I also am 100% open to the point where they know if they wanted to, I'm accessible. I just don't force it anymore. I think before I probably would have forced it, but it's definitely not separate though
No, it's very separate. It's to the
as
point where,
well.
like, when I go and see her, we're cool, we're cordial. Like, as part of the wedding party when they got married and everything, like we're
Mm-hmm.
cool. But and like when I call her sometimes, I might be like, "Oh, how's your husband?" Like, or whatever. Obviously, I'll say his real name, and then she'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
like, "Yeah, he's cool. He's right here." Oh, can I say hello? I'll say hello, and then I say bye. Like, there's no need for us to be just in like that. I talk to the real relationship I have is with your wife, really. I just
Mm-hmm.
keep my distance, and it saves any problems. There's no
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Situations,
just
accusations.
miss me with all of that. You know,
Mm.
yeah, it's just how I am. So that's why this question around dating a friend's ex is quite tricky with me because the moment you date my friend and I know about it,
Mm.
you're right off. In my mind, you are written off. You are a write off. Literally, a write off. Same thing with
Damn.
family, cousins, whatever, write off.
What if someone's dated someone in your family? I think that's actually different. As weird as that it sounds to differentiate.
Mm,
I mean, my family's even more different because my siblings are so much younger than me anyway.
mm,
But Yeah, I don't know why it seems weird when I say family, but when it sounds like boys, I'm like, nah, it's fair game.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's weird because like in relationships, I get close to the family.
Hmm.
Yeah, I get close to the family, so it couldn't happen anyway because I would probably, like, for example, let's say my man or my ex is his brother or his cousin or something. It would be weird if I started dating them, for me, because I would
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah,
started
that's
treating
proper
them
weird.
like extended family as well, if that makes sense. So it's almost like you're my brother or you're my cousin. I'm not gonna date my brother or my cousin. Do you see what I'm saying? Um, but with friends, it's with friends, I just don't like female passa passa. So I just distance myself. So the moment you're like, oh, that's my man, I'm like, cool, that's your man. Respectfully, hi, hi, we'll banter. I'll, like, in social settings when my friend is there and we're all out together, I'll talk to you. Like, you wouldn't even clock that I've literally put a barrier between us. You'd think that it's all gravy. But all that
Mm-hmm.
talking behind my friend, like privately, messaging, call, going out on our own, that it's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
So there wouldn't really be a and again, I would have written you off. And even if it's like years later, to me, you were still my friend's ex. So I'd be like, if she ain't my friend no more, then you become fair game.
Yeah, then it's different. Yeah. So what if they never dated, but she like had a crush on him, and it's still back in the
Oh, he's
day?
fair game. Sorry.
I'm just checking. I've definitely had that scenario.
Sorry,
I've never had
sis.
the scenario of that, but
Sorry,
yeah,
sis. You liked
she's
him.
she's moved on now.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
she's
liked
moved on
him. He
now.
never got with you for whatever reason, but he wants to get with me. Sorry, sis.
Do you not think it will lead to the same passer though, like in
What?
terms of
Should be upset because he likes me.
feelings?
I mean, sis,
Yeah.
are you gonna hug me at night? Are you gonna keep me warm at night? It's getting cold outside, you know. You gonna cuddle?
So
You gonna cuddle me?
why is it
You
different? Why
gonna
is it
cuddle me,
different?
sis? Nah. Relate. I commitment is very important to me. I'm bi- I'm I'm a stickler for commitment. Once there's a commitment
Mm.
there, I respect the situation differently when there's a commitment there. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. I said earlier that as far as I'm concerned, I'm single until I'm taken, in it, and we can be talking. We could. This is why I don't do exclusivity, because it's a lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a lie. I'm still on the market until you say, "Dammy, you're mine." I'm on the market. At any point, whether we're exclusive or not, I can turn around and tell you I'm not about it. I've met someone else, and it's up to you. If you know you like me, it's up to you to make sure you take me off the market before that can happen. That's how I see things, because I see
Mm.
relationship as a commitment. You're committing to each other, and therefore that's the only time really. And I even used to be harder than that. I used to be like, I'm single till I'm married.
Mm.
But
Mm.
obviously that could be a bit sticky, you know. Can't be cheating on man. Do you know what I mean? And I've never cheated before.
Mm.
So I'm a commitment matters a lot. Commitment matters a lot to me. So if they were in a relationship, he's a write off. If it was just we were talking and I liked him and whatever, whatever, and I've moved on now, whatever, whatever, like, great, well, I like him now, and he likes me and he wants to be in a relationship, then yeah, I'm going for it. Sorry, sis, you've got your husband. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
So yeah, the relationship status matters to me, and it's weird. People have challenged me about it before. That it's just a status. The feelings might have been the same and stuff. It's just the status. It's just putting a name
Yeah,
on it.
yeah.
But maybe that's down to conditioning, growing up, and the whole, being with someone and being in a committed relationship is different from just the um and the protections you have around that in comparison to the whole exclusivity thing, or not. Um
Mm. Mm. Mm.
so yeah, that's why it's slightly different. I might still feel a way about it, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, every man for themselves. I'll feel away for a little bit, and then I'll be like, you know what, damn, you need to do this for yourself. He's a good guy.
When you got them cuddles in the night and
Then
them thing,
booty
you forget about
rubs
it. Yeah, you
in
forget
this
about it.
in this winter. with the price of energy going up.
Mm.
Sorry, sis, I beg, please, you're with your husband. Me too. Let me get the boot.
That's the reason why I was asking is because especially now the way people be, dating and not exclusive and
Everyone's dating everyone these
dibbling
days,
dabbling.
especially in London.
So that's what I mean. So then you reach a
Do you
point
know
where
what's
if people
mad?
are not prepared to date people that their friends have
Do you
dated,
know
they
what
will
is
have
mad? Do you know
nobody.
what is mad? London is a small place. It's a very,
That's
very
what I'm
small
saying.
place. It's a very, very small place. And yeah, it's peak. It's very peak. It will come to a point where people will, I mean, someone's left over, I guess. Unless you've never dated.
Literally,
Unless you've never dated.
everybody is.
Yeah, everyone
Everybody
is.
is.
But for me, if there's been a relationship do you know what? Not even just relationship. Like even if they were just talking and my friend tells me it was toxic or he treated us some type of way, I'm not about it. I'm not taking that risk.
I understand if it's that, but if I don't know, if nothing came of it. I mean, to be fair, from my perspective as a dude, unless a girl gets branded as she crazy, I'm literally not asking.
This
If my man's moved on, he's doing his thing, and then I've seen this girl
is
and
he
I'm like,
cool
and
with
she's
it
feeling
though? Because
me.
you know what? Yeah, he might have been in love, and
He might have,
and it
but he's
might
also
be
moved on,
he's
like.
doing his thing, but he's still got a soft spot for this girl, and you being with
Hmm.
him brings that back up. And obviously, he's your friend, so there's going to be
I hear
situations
that.
where you're going to be in the same circles. He's going to see that ex.
I
It could
hear
be a
that.
birthday or some sort of function. He's going to see her with you. I don't know. I think this is one of those episodes where I'm going to be going back and forth.
Back and
I don't
forth.
think I can do it.
But that's the
When I think about it like
that's the
that, I don't think
thing.
I can
If
do it. I don't
he's
think I can
moved
do it.
on, if he's moved on, he has to have moved on.
Nah, man.
Especially if he's married. If that person is married, then they need to live in the situation they've made for themselves, if you know what I mean. You can't be married and still having feelings for your ex from yesteryear. You can't do
It
that.
shouldn't happen, but it happens, you know.
Yeah, but you
Well,
can't do
but
that.
it happens.
Yeah. So you need to walk in your,
I
you know what I
mean,
mean, in your
you should
grown up
walk in what
shoes.
you're supposed to walk in, but some people feelings are feelings.
Yeah, feelings are feelings, but you can't be making concessions for people who are married. It's a lot. It's a lot.
I don't think I can do it. I wouldn't even want my friend to be salty. Like I have to think that you are perfect in every way and you tick every single box. And I'm not gonna find nothing better or find anything like it for me to go for it, I think. Because I'm really deep in it now.
Mm.
Um I don't think I'd be comfortable. I don't think I'd be comfortable.
You wouldn't be comfortable
Because
with
definitely going to be
your.
a situation where they're going to be together in the same room, and how does my friend feel about it, and how do they how because not everyone tells you can't. I'm a big believer that you can't know someone 100%. You
Of
only know
course you
what they tell
can't.
you. You don't know what they're thinking inside. So
Yeah, but I mean, also.
they might be telling me, I'm over it, I'm not, you know what I mean, like whatever, whatever.
Mm-mm.
But deep down inside, they've got bad feelings about it. I don't really want to be in a situation where my
But
friend or
also,
my
not
partner
always,
has a bad feeling.
not always your friend is not the villain. Do you know what I
I'm not
mean? They
saying
might
that they're
say,
the
"Oh,
villain.
no," but no. That's what I'm saying. It like just because they're your friend doesn't mean that they're the one that was hard done by.
Yeah,
And
it might
also,
have been
it's
my
a thing
friend.
of the
My friend
past.
might have been the one that did something wrong. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Which means that the person that I'm with has bad feelings about
but they already know
but they have
this.
bad feelings about my friend.
They might have healed.
But
It
forgive but
happened.
not forget. I don't know.
Because
Then
remember, this is
then it'll
your.
be you know, because you confide in your partner. Oh, my friend, she did this thing. Yeah, nah, nah,
What you saying? You're not doing it.
nah. I can't be having my man talk badly about my friend like that, or vice versa.
Mad,
That's what I'm
mad,
saying.
mad, mad.
This is why personally I try not to mix that stuff because
Oh
I don't
yeah,
want
no, of
to
course.
disrespect you as my friend, and I don't want you to disrespect my man because it puts me in the
Mm.
middle. So I just like to just everything be separate. Birthdays, everyone can be there. Family functions or any functions where you're close to me enough for me to invite you anyway as a friend, then yeah, you'll be in the same things.
Mm.
But I don't like the whole like we're all doing pally together. It really muddies the waters. It really muddies the waters. Maybe when I'm married, that's different though. But just boyfriend, nah. You lot don't need to be.
Wait, what do you mean when you're married?
If I'm like, let's say me and all my friends are all married, yeah. We're gonna be doing couples retreat, couples this, couples that. Yeah, we can move like a clique. But if it's just my boyfriend, nah, we don't need to do that.
Yeah, but yeah, and that's understandable because you never know what the future holds for that relationship anyway.
In 2 weeks, you know what I mean?
Yeah, understandable.
It might irritate me, and then it's the second one on the roster that I bring to the team.
Oh, I thought so and so was coming. No, you got relegated.
Got relegated to bottom.
Man.
Remember I told you about top two. Remember I told you about that. Top two, not two. Yeah, well, he's now number 2, and number 2 is now number 1. Mad. How about that? Yeah, man. Guys, I'm joking. Yeah, I don't move like this in real life. Hey, I do not move like that.
Tammy is a slayer, boy.
He's a slayer. Who?
You.
Am I?
You.
Who told you that? Still.
Just finishing, man.
Finish him. No, I'm not.
Don't play with this one, you know. That's all I can tell you.
Don't ruin my market. Hello.
I'm not ruining your market. I'm telling them don't play.
Yeah, don't play with me. That's right. Damn right. You hear that? You hear what my bro said? Don't play with me.
Oh. You're not happy to. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I've definitely had sticky situations.
I bet you have.
But I behave myself. For the same things that you're saying. But that's only because I knew that these people weren't like potential wife, if you understand what I mean. That's the only reason why. But if I thought, oh man, like I could have eternal happiness with this one.
This one?
Yeah, man.
He's a married man now. But he wasn't always righteous. That's just
never that, boy. I've repented for my sins anyway.
You're a changed man now, so we thank God. You know, we thank God. He's a changed man, you know. But I've heard the stories.
Yeah.
Hey, wow, it was not righteous.
Oh man. Even down to, but you know what? I'm saying friends, and I guess you position it like your close friends as well. But it's even kind of people, you know, because I'm even now just thinking of this one girl that I dated, who dated this guy that I kind of knew, and it's just mad, man. Because when I saw him recently, and he just, you know, when someone does not give you are welcome.
Do you blame him? Do you blame him?
But the thing is, his relationship with this girl and my relationship with this girl, completely independent. They had nothing to do with one another. He ruined his own relationship. Had nothing to do with me.
He fumbled the bag.
He fumbled his own bag. Nothing to do with me.
Every man for himself, you know.
I came along years later and I was like, hey, what are you saying?
Were you lot friends?
Like, yeah, what are you saying? What, me and the guy?
Is it this situation that you're talking about where you were friends, he was doing a thing with this girl, he fumbled the bag, years later, you went for the same girl?
Yeah, essentially, except we weren't like boys. Like, I don't have his number, I've never had his number. Right. We're not like
that's
friends
fair
like
game.
that.
You didn't do anything wrong.
More like people from the end.
Somebody
like, yeah,
one acquaintance like this. Oh, come on, get out.
That's what I mean. Wrong. I'm just like, I didn't feel guilty, but I was like, I did kind of just want to be like, bruv, you messed that up by yourself.
Well, what's there to feel good? I don't know. I'm confused.
I was just at the fact that he still didn't receive me. I'm like, bruv, receive me. I'm not even dating anymore.
He's a hater. Get out of here. Receive me.
I'm not dating
don't
anymore,
receive me.
bruv.
I don't want you to receive me. The hell is that? We're not friends anyway. Don't receive me, please. Get out.
I just...
What the hell is that?
I'm just like, spread love, man.
What love? Get out, man.
It's just...
I thought you said we're friends. If we're not friends, it's cool. It's actually okay. Like, I've got enough friends. Thank you very much. Wow.
Um,
A whole acquaintance. And I should be bothered.
yeah, I'm out here trying to just do, you know what I
That's
mean?
fine. Don't greet
Everybody's
me. Me too, I won't
friends, you
greet
know,
you. It's fine.
friends,
You don't
friends.
exist. I don't exist. That's perfect. Wow. Making my world smaller. Making it easy for me.
Mm-mm.
I've always been like that, you know. I don't know what. I don't know. I've always been like that. I'm always like, if we're friends, we're friends. If we're not friends, please, you might as well not exist. Honestly,
I
I'm
just
doing.
have a history, man. When I deep it, there's so many guys who I never like knew,
Mm,
like we're not friends. Like we don't talk to each other on a name basis. We don't have each other's number. We're just seeing each other
mm,
around socially
mm.
or from ends. Then there comes along this girl, and I'm like, oh, she's kind of nice. The girl takes a liking to me. I talk to her. Not necessarily something happens, and then it's just beef, and I'm like,
He's
bro,
just that guy. Do you know what I mean?
what did you want
They
me to
liked him.
do?
Then they saw Venom. I said, you know what? I picked the wrong guy in the group. I want it's Venom. I want. That's what he's saying. Hmm, hmm,
Essentially,
hmm. And he's telling you he's
essentially,
righteous. It's not righteous.
I'm a righteous man.
Now, yes. we thank
Even then, you know,
we have to thank the wifey for that, because if not,
even in my wickedest days, man, I had a code. Man has always stuck to his
what's the
codes.
code?
He has a code.
Oh,
There's rules
rules and
of
regulations.
engagement.
I see.
There's codes.
Everyone's
Yeah.
got code. That's what I'm saying. Girl code, it's a no go area.
Apart from that one, yeah.
It's a no go area. But it's a no go area. Yeah, it's a no go area. I wouldn't be comfortable. And I
It's
wouldn't
a
even
tricky
let
one,
myself get to
man.
the point where I'm now falling in love. I'd be like, oh, is it? Swear. Oh, yeah. All right. Bye. Next.
Do you know what? Do you know why it's tricky? I'm thinking, yeah. I'm thinking of my wife, and I'm thinking, okay, so imagine like she dated someone like who was one of my boys, but it was back in the day, like when they were younger. Knowing what I know now in it of our relationship, how we get on,
Mm,
how we gel, blah 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 blah.
you wouldn't care.
Yeah, like I couldn't.
But that's because you've got the
Yeah,
beauty of
from this
hindsight.
perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. From this perspective, I can't imagine advising anyone to not go for it if potentially this is what they would miss out on. If you see what I mean.
Cover them romantic explanation. I believe if I could fall in love with one person, I could fall in love with another. I used to believe in the whole soulmate, one for me, palaver. I thought I met my soulmate and I haven't. And since then, I even believed I fell in love again. Can you imagine? That means I can fall in love with anyone who meets
Yeah.
that certain
Mm-hmm,
spec.
mm-hmm.
So therefore, if it's not gonna be you, it can be you. It's fine.
Jeez.
That's how I see it. Um. So yeah, it could be the time that you're asking me, because you know me and my opinions. One week I think one thing. Ask me again next week.
Yeah, it just
I'm
depends
giving
where.
you
Yeah.
rose petals and fairy tale answers. But no, I think that I no, I do think that um it will be a very sad world if people believe that once you've lost someone you've loved that you can't love again. And with that in
Mm.
mind, if it's not going to work with one person, it might take a while, but it would certainly work with someone else. There will always be someone for you, I feel. It's a matter of meeting them. And
There's
this is
many
why
people
I
for
asked,
you.
at what point am I finding out? Um, because if I've developed feelings, it will be a very difficult decision to make, knowing what I've already shared with this person, for me to turn around and say, because of your past, I have to say no.
Mm.
But it depends on the friendship, the person, depends on the friendship. There's certain friends who I deep as like, no, you are my,
Yeah. Yeah.
like, you know, and I can never cross that line with you,
Mm.
because I
Mm.
don't see you as like, you're not a friend anymore. You're family now, you see? Those friends, you could have just kissed, and I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna be on the side of I'm willing to be with you. I'm gonna need persuading to not end it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
If you're just a friend, and I have a lot of just friend people that come see, come saw type thing, then yeah, I probably don't care. I probably will put myself first. Gotta put me first, Lucius. Gotta put me first.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, it depends on the friend. It depends on the relationship that they had with this person. It depends on how that relationship was. Is that person still the same person? Because you can tell me he was toxic when he was with me, blah blah blah, but he might have worked on his issues, and because him being toxic with you, no offense, but what was you like with him? Maybe you brought out the worst in him,
Mm.
and even if you didn't, he was just a toxic person. Has he changed? Has he grown from that? Like, what's he done since then to work on those things? What's he like towards me? Have I clocked anything that's red flag? Has he started showing signs? Because people always show signs, people just choose not to look at it, that kind of
Mm,
thing.
mm, mm.
So yeah, it's a hard question, but there's so many things to consider and so many factors in it for me to give a hard yes or no answer on this one. And I think my flippity flop answer all throughout this episode should show you that, to be fair.
I think that's fair. I think it's a fair answer, man, because it is very situational, context dependent,
It's
everything
not
in between.
ideal because I don't really want my friends to be able to tell me what kind of D I'm getting. You see what I'm saying? That's a problem for me. I don't want my friend to be like, oh, I know what D you're receiving. Do you know what I mean? That's a problem. But to be mature about it, there's a lot more to think about than just that. And
Mm.
I believe in my source enough to know that if he's moving to me now and he's told me his feelings are finished for the other girl, I don't need to worry. She's not a threat to me. So it would never be, I can't go there
Mm-mm.
because she's a threat. It can never be that because I believe in her source, but I also believe in mine. So it
You
wouldn't
know
be
what
that.
you just illuminated to me in this moment. I'm not gonna make it into a whole new conversational piece, but almost explain to me why guys actually rush to beat girls that they're not necessarily thinking about dating as well. I think it's just to seal that deal. So like the next man just don't do it. Like she won't beat the next man. Just kind of just you put some emotion in and then you're like,
But they're not taking the girl seriously. They don't want to be with the girl. So
yeah, I know, but I think it's just to just
that's
like
wickedness,
put a line in the
That's
sand.
wicked. That's
But I
wicked.
really think it.
I
I
don't
do
want
really think
her,
that.
but I don't want you to have her either. So I'm gonna be
Yeah, because I put emotion there. You get me, and I don't want to just be like
the way
halfway.
guys think just blows my mind. I don't get why guys think that like that. Like, why would you want to spoil her market
Yeah,
just
but
because you
guys are.
don't?
It's about. It's. I think it's about a type of ownership.
Yeah, but you are not entitled to own her in absolutely any capacity.
I'm not saying that,
No, I'm not.
but
No,
I'm
I'm not.
saying
I
that's
know you're not
that's where the
saying that.
thinking comes
I
from.
know you're not
Yeah.
saying that, but I'm saying the reason why that is wrong is because you
Mm,
don't
mm,
own her
mm.
the same way that she don't own you. The only time you own your partner is literally in marriage. Really and truthfully, all you own is the experience of that person. You don't own that person. So the whole concept of ownership is redundant, it's dumb. But to purposefully do something, knowing that you have no true intention for that person, but you still wanna, it's very. Don't you think? Do you know what I mean? Like deep it. It's a bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
it's a bit. Anyway, in answer to your question, it depends.
yeah.
It depends. Okay, it depends.
It depends.
My initial feeling is no. I was bantering when I said don't let your boyfriend spoil your, you know, I was joking about that. My initial feeling is no. But then when we dig deeper and I think about all the different sorts of scenarios and things that I'd have to consider, it depends on the situation. If I'm going to be honest and mature about the situation, it
Mm-hmm.
depends for me. Um, in the comments, guys, let us know how you feel about dating a friend's ex or your friend dating your ex. How would you feel?
Dun dun Dun.
And yeah, the what do I want to say? Yeah. And we're going to leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I know, as usual, I was doing higgy haga with that last topic. If you're new here, this is how I am. If you've been here for a while, you know this is typical for me. It's not a surprise. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please give us a like. It goes a long way. As well as if you are new here, hit the subscribe button, please. Our socials are at the bottom of the screen, and we will see you next week, 6 p.m. on a Monday. Whatever the British time is, that's the one. So until next time.
British code time.
In it. Peace.
Peace.